You're now listening to Box Power Sound. Brought to you by Bel Air. So, welcome to Box Power Sound, episode 19, y'all. We got a very special show today. We got our guest, Jack Thriller, coming to talk to us, and hopefully he has a lot of jokes because we could use the laughter. It's been a really cold polar vortex that we've been dealing with, but you know, it's always good to laugh. So he's known as the king of pop comedy. He was the first comedian to sign to 50 Cent's G Unit label, and he also appeared on the MTV reality series Wildin' Out. But his success story is very deep-rooted, and we want to hear all about it. So please welcome Jack Thriller to Box Power Sound.
Thank you. I appreciate that intro. That was wonderful. I was excited to meet me and see me. Thank you. I haven't had an introduction that good in a long time. Wow.
Well, it's good to know because we like to give our guests their flowers and we acknowledge the work that everybody's putting in and that's why we give them this platform to highlight them and everything that they've been doing. So with you, I've actually became a fan very recently when I seen you on Drink Champs with GetatKat.
And you saw I didn't get an intro on that.
I think they just threw you in. You weren't the main guest.
Yeah, I got the phone call as if I was gonna be. You know, hey, we got you on there with GetatKat. What? No, all right. So it's gonna be me and GetatKat. No, okay, cool.
Right.
Yeah. So when I got there, it was about him, and I was there. I was just supposed to be there, and when he always doing that to me. And, you know, I end up being the sideshow and whatnot. And I have to catch on because I'll get away and get inside of my ego thinking that, you know, that I'm finna get that same hip hop royalty respect, whatnot. But I'm like, oh, that's right. I'm sideshow.
You're like the court jester.
Yeah. I'm don't get in your feelings. Go with it. Make the best of it. Stay in comic mode.
Right.
Stay in comic mode.
You know, it worked for you for that episode because that's how I discovered you. Like I said, like I saw they were asking about your watch, and you said it's not an Audemars, it's an Audemars, and I was dying of laughter. Okay, because in other words, it was a knockoff, pretty much.
Yes,
but a really good one.
It was an amazing knockoff, and I ended up selling it after the show. The watch became a celebrity.
Wow.
Yes.
And you made a profit? You made a profit off of selling it?
Most definitely. I think I bought it for like $350 or something, and I ended up selling it for like $4,500.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that worked out for you, and you gained a fan. You gained a fan. That was me.
Huh?
You gained a fan in me.
Oh, thank you. I sure appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought you were hilarious. And then I did my research and I went on to see how popular you are and how well connected you are and, you know, the history that you've had in the game. And I don't know how I missed you, but I've watched Wildin' Out. I don't know what it was, but I'm in Toronto. So, you know, there could have been that border barrier there somehow.
Now it's making sense to me.
Yeah. Where are you right now? Are you in New York?
I'm in New York. Actually, this is my last week officially living here, and I'm moving back to Atlanta. I got a new job.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
A job doing what? You got a show?
Oh, I just signed with 85 South.
Okay, and tell us about that. What does that entail?
Oh, 85 South is my fellow Wildin' Out members, DC Young Fly.
Yes.
Karlous and Chico Bean. They got their own show that it's called the 85 South Podcast and whatnot. And you know, they sell out arenas, man, with this under their S brand and whatnot. And they're expanding their brand and they're signing, you know, other acts and whatnot and podcasts and comedians and stuff. And I'm the first one that they signed.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah. So
that's going to be a good look.
I was just trying to, like, know what I'm saying, see, just get a couple of extra shows booked. I hit them up hey man, you know what I'm saying? You think I can just open up for y'all sometime? And they were like, hey man, like you need any other things going on? Like this or that. And I said, nigga, I need everything. Yeah. Like, yo, let's put our team around you and blah 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 blah. Can you be in Atlanta next Monday? I was on the first thing smoking.
That's what's up.
Paperwork was right. The rest is history.
Wow. So that's a big bag. You say big bag.
Big bag. They got me a condo.
Oh, nice. And you're back home because you're originally from Atlanta, Georgia.
You better know it. Yeah.
All right. So you obviously do you prefer Atlanta over New York? How was it opportunity wise? Now you do.
It wasn't like that before. When I first got here, it was New York all day. Okay. But now setting in, New York is not the same anymore. And plus I did everything that I could do here.
Exactly. And New York is pretty much, it's been really, really shut down, just like Toronto too. And how is the weather? Because we got a blizzard out here. Yeah,
the snow is starting to melt right now.
Okay. Well, that's good.
The snow is just as of today.
Right.
It's starting right now.
So let's delve deep into the history of Jack Thriller. Tell us how it all started.
I thought you was going to be an asshole cat.
No.
I thought me and you was finna go edit today.
No, you know what? I can be. But, I mean, unless you give me a reason, then I'm going to be good.
Okay, cool.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, how did it all start? Did you always plan on being a comedian?
I wanted to be a star and whatnot because of Michael Jackson, man. I was a big Michael Jackson fan ever since I first laid eyes on him at the age of 5. And I just thought this was so magical and amazing and, cool. And I knew that I wasn't, a singer going to be a great dancer like him, but I knew I was something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you could crack jokes.
Yeah. But I could crack jokes by way of being bullied because I always had one eye.
Really?
And kids used to always bully me, man, from like preschool, 4 years old, all the way. Since I was just around other kids, they always give me the business.
Kids are evil.
Super evil, and they don't care.
Yeah, they don't care, and they don't know better.
They don't know any better.
Right.
They don't know any better. I would at first I would cry about it. Then my mom, she had turned me on to Richard Pryor, and she was saying that Richard Pryor is a really excellent comedian because he talked about himself and whatnot. She was just saying snap back and snap back and talk about yourself and talk about them back.
Exactly.
And I went back to school and I went for the jugular. I would always go for the jugular, and I ain't realized how good I was at it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was really comfortable with myself, and I was always really honest and accountable.
Right.
And I never was shy.
And that all makes for a good comedian.
Yeah.
Because if you have the tough skin and you can roast yourself as well as roast other people, you need that tough skin to be a really good comedian where you can,
100%.
Yeah,
I lost the ability to be embarrassed.
Exactly.
People didn't like you didn't. I don't like it when people don't like me and they don't know me.
Right. Of course.
That hurts when you don't like me and you don't know me. I don't mind you talking about me.
Yeah.
But don't hate me like almost when the closest thing racism. When you just like, oh, he's ugly because he got this. I don't want to fuck with him.
Yeah.
That's evil.
Exactly. And unfortunately, it's a lot of it out there.
Yeah.
But good thing you use that and created a platform for yourself, and you are making a living off of it.
100%. And my teachers, they used to always tell me that they were impressed by my ability to weather through class and whatnot.
Nice.
To the point they would tell me that I was a comedian and whatnot. And so finding that out, I would be fascinated with comedians and started looking at Eddie Murphy, watching 48 Hours and all the stuff and seeing how charismatic he was. And man, was so spellbinding and captivating to me. And I watched everything that he did. And I was like, maybe that is what I am.
Right.
But then you watch these comedy specials like Raw and all that, and like, damn, this motherfucker on stage for like a whole hour and a half just telling jokes. Can I be funny for that long? Because when I'm in school doing this, it's only for 5 minutes of going back and forth, but I'm going back and forth with somebody.
Right, right.
Same thing. Or if I'm making an outburst in class, it's in spurts.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So, you know, you kind of, your confidence is lost if nobody's involved with you in that sense. So you fast forward, I'm getting to my mom remarries this guy, and he has a gospel play called The Will to Survive, and I'm inside the play with Rerun from What's Happening. I don't know if you've heard of the show.
No, I haven't.
You ever seen the episode of Martin when he goes to the Varnell Hill show?
I can't remember right off the top. I definitely watched Martin, but I can't think of like the episodes like that. I can't think of it like a Fresh Prince, because I know Fresh Prince like the back of my head. But Martin Lawrence, not really. Okay,
it's this episode of Martin Lawrence when Tommy Davis is on there, and he plays his character called Varnell, and he tells him to come out to L.A. whenever he's there, and he gonna put him on his Tonight Show, and he goes there, and Rerun's on there, and Rerun was on this popular '70s show called What's Happening, and I used to watch that show all the time when it was on in reruns. Mm-hmm. To actually be inside or play with him when I was 12 years old, it just let me know that, it's possible.
Anything is possible.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And so I had started going to like a performing arts camp in the summertime and whatnot, and learned a whole bunch of different things from singing to acting and performing and whatnot. And then fast forward to after that, I think I dropped out of school in the 9th grade because I couldn't take the bullying and all that other shit anymore. So I'm 14 years old, trying to find my life and I joined this it's kind of a camp. It was called AmeriCorps, and it was a volunteer program. Mm-hmm. And they sent us out to they paid us a stipend to go to like elementary schools and teach children how to read. Mind you, I'm a dropout teaching kindergartners through 5th grade how to read.
Wow.
But I did go to kindergarten through 5th grade.
Exactly. So, you had that experience. Yeah, you were qualified in that sense.
I'm qualified in that sense. So one of the girls that I'm working with, she works at Phillips Arena in Atlanta, which is called, that's where the Hawks play at. And it's called State Farm Arena now. The Kings of Comedy had just come in town. I'm 17 years old now. Wow. Kings of Comedy is a brand new thing. I watch the Steve Harvey show all the time.
Right.
And I'm excited about seeing Steve Harvey live on stage with Bernie, Cedric Entertainer, and all this. I've never seen these people in real life before. Mm-hmm. And 20,000 people. I need tickets. I can't afford it. But this lady that I work with worked at Phillips Arena.
Wow.
And so I trick her and to let me hold her badge so I could sneak into Phillips Arena to go watch the Kings of Comedy. And when I'm inside the arena, I'm watching the show, and opening up the show is what a popular radio personality. His name is Ryan Cameron. Ryan Cameron, I would call into his morning show every morning with this character named Honey Buns, which was my first comedy name. Mm-hmm. And he would invite me to the morning show and everything to do just to like sit in and co-host with him and stuff. And he was opening up for the Kings of Comedy. And when I saw him opening up for the Kings of Comedy, I was like, oh shit, damn.
Wow.
So if I could actually start working at the radio, I could probably
work your way up.
Work my way up and be on shows with guys like Steve Harvey and people that I seen on Def Comedy Jam.
Right.
Shit. So I was motivated. I was inspired. I leave I come back and see Kings of Comedy again the next night. Mm-hmm. I leave there. I go to Chris Tucker Comedy Club and to go perform. And I do well. I do a little 5 minutes and do well. And, the rest is history. Nice. And I go on Buns and whatnot. And that's my first comic name.
Honey Buns.
Honey Buns. With a Z. The Z make it masculine.
Right. And when did you switch it to Drag Thriller?
In 3 months before I moved to New York in 2009.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And it happened the night I was in the studio with T.I., Lil Duval, and they was talking about me like dog about being named Honey Buns and whatnot. The clip is on my page and whatnot. If you scroll down, you can see the clip. It getting in my, or you can go on YouTube and see the whole video of how the whole thing.
I'm definitely going to take that in. So what was it like? What was it like signing to G Unit as the first comedian on their label?
It was a dream come true, man. Because like I said before, I came up under Lil Duval and whatnot, and I had seen what he had done. Had the success he had. Just being affiliated with T.I. and the comedian rapper dynamic. Right. And when I had decided to go on and do my own thing, and I was like, shit, I need to go up to New York and see if I could find 50. I don't know if 50 really gonna fuck with me.
Right.
But I hope he does. It's a roll of the dice. Keep in mind, I'm from down south. He's from New York. Mm-hmm. Why would? But it's a shot at the dark. But hey, anything could happen, right?
And you made it happen.
I made it happen. I moved up to New York. 4 months later, he reached out to me because I put it out in the air. I put out a bunch of viral videos that were really, I was the first in my kind, on YouTube and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And it happened.
And that led you to hosting This Is 50?
Yep.
So you were the only host kind of doing all those This Is 50 interviews.
Yes.
Yeah.
I started that whole wave of people posting websites and all of that. I'm everybody dad.
Yeah, exactly. So trust me, it's an honor to have you because that's what we're trying to do here on Box Power Sound. Essentially what you've been doing.
I'm your daddy. I'm your daddy, actually, since you just started now.
For real. No, real shit, because we are trying to get it to that level because, we're in Toronto, Canada. It's a brand new thing that we got going on here, but definitely taking that same route to get the biggest artists and the biggest guests featured on our show. And we've been doing pretty well.
What's funny? One of my first fan girlfriends was from Toronto.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. She still stay there now and whatnot. And we still keep in contact to this day.
Okay.
And when I first got on and whatnot, she bought all my stuff and she come visit me and whatnot. We kick it.
That's
and
that.
Yeah. And we still cool to this day. She went and had a baby on me and we still cool though.
Okay. Yeah. You still got to keep it cool.
We still.
So, after doing my research, I actually thought that you weren't always blind. So you actually always had just one eye growing up?
Always.
That's what you were born with that?
Yes, always.
Okay. And so you always had a glass eye, and then you decided to switch it to a star when you became more of a star. Is that what happened? Or it's always been a star?
It's always been a star.
Really? Even as a child?
That kind of happened when I was 21 years old.
Okay.
Like around when I was 21, yeah. I'm 38 now.
Wow. Yeah. And obviously that's what makes you stand out the most. Like it gives you that character and that definitely stood out for me. But I want to know what happened when you were going through some things. It was in New York. And you lost your swanky New York apartment. Your wife left you. It got really dark and grim. How did you find the courage to keep going? Because I did my research, and your story is inspiring. I'm telling you, because you went through a really dark part after reaching a certain level of success. So tell us about that. How did you find the courage to keep going when all that shit was happening?
What do you quit to?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You be the most brokest, famous person in the club and whatnot. And, you either give up and die, you fight and live. And, the one thing I never did was give up.
Right.
But I did get distracted a lot. Mm-hmm. And, sometimes getting back on the course, it can be a little hard and everything. So what you have to do, I had to just really reprogram myself and, just really break down everything about me that was attracting certain things or certain energies and whatnot. Then what about me psychologically that that I was what was I attracted to that was, just really negative and not good for me.
Right.
I had to raise my standards.
Exactly.
Ask myself, why do I like this? This shit is not cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm too old for that.
And at that time, I saw Lil Duval showing you a lot of love. And he was saying that, during those times, you never asked for shit, but he was trying to push it on you to help you. And you were just so modest. And he really loved you for that. And I took all that in. And I thought that was dope. So Lil Duval's kind of like your right hand, right? He's my big little brother. Definitely little.
Yeah. But the whole time, I had just always been trying to prove that I could hold my own and show him, hey man, I don't need you. I could do this. I could do this. I can do it. I'm good. Yeah. And he just trying to let me know that, hey, you're not alone. Right. And that if you need something, call me. Before you do some stupid shit, let me scream, let me talk to people, let me see it. Right. Tell me who people are, run it by me. It ain't nothing wrong with that. You gonna hear my shit because I love you, and that's what love does. It is gonna tell you about yourself and whatnot, and you just have to, sometimes you just gotta take that shit on the chin. Yeah, exactly. And so Lil Duval is hilarious. To have him serious and, talking that heart to heart, that's really cool. Yeah, so it like, mind you, don't nobody know me. Mm-hmm. Like no one knows me but him. For real. Right. And vice versa. Yeah. He's fucking hilarious. And I can't even imagine being in the same room with just you two. I would be dying of laughter. It's different. Yeah, I can imagine. So do you ever incorporate your pain into your punchlines? That's how I got on tour with Martin. You went on tour with Martin Lawrence? Yeah, before COVID. Wow. Yeah. Before COVID happened. I didn't know. That's amazing. Yeah. That's when I thought I had made it. I was like, it's finally happening. It's happening. And then the tour gets canceled. We 5 shows in. Shit. It's 50 shows. 50 shows, 20,000 seater arenas. Wow. Big check. First time I've ever been on a tour like this. And I'm on a tour too with guess who? On the tour. That he didn't help me get on there. Who was it? Lil Duval. Wow. That's an ideal fucking tour. He on there. Is Jay Farrow is on there, Tommy Davidson, Michael Blackson, Adele Givens, Earthquake. Oh my God. Benji Brown, all kind of comedians was on this tour. It was nuts. Yeah. And it was Martin Lawrence, the God. Of course. The God. Yeah. And so it got canceled right when the pandemic hit? Yeah. Wow. Last show, it got canceled the night I was going to Tampa, March 12th. I was in Atlanta, about to drive to Tampa. Mm-hmm. And it was me up and was like, hey, the show canceled tomorrow. I had the outfit I wore on Drink Champs, that's what I was wearing to Tampa. Shit. That outfit, when you see me wear that shit on Drink, I had been holding that motherfucker for about 6-7 months. I said, I'm going to wear this motherfucker somewhere. Yeah, you might as well. Yeah. Oh my God. So then how did that go about? Like they just had to give everybody refunds on their tickets. You got paid already though, right? Or was it just on the shows that you did? On the shows I did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but when it comes back after everything's opened up, we still on tour. Exactly. And yes. And is Toronto in that list of cities? Because that would be an ideal fucking show to see. Maybe you might need to do that because I'll book you. I don't know if you know, but before the pandemic hit, I've been doing event production. So I've been doing all the events and celebrity bookings. So I didn't know you got that. I didn't know you had that money like that, Kat. I mean, well, when the pandemic hit, it really, I took a hit. But this is everything's been working out for me regardless. And
as soon as things open up, man, I'm ready to book all the people that I've been, wanting to get here. But I've been meaning to do a comedy show too. So if we could get a comedy show and something on that tour, that would be incredible. Because I actually was about to talk about that, about an ideal tour. I was thinking you and Lil Duval. I didn't know you had that going on already with Martin Lawrence. That's fucking crazy.
Man, listen, that was by the grace of God, man. Like I said before, I hadn't, I had met the guy before. This was when I was coming out of my funk, and I was hanging out with Music Soul Child one night after a show. When he's a really good friend of mine, and I was opening up for him, and he asked me with it. Everybody always asks you and shit, Hey man, why you ain't on yet? You so funny. I don't know. I guess because I don't want to be.
But you have been on low
level.
The thing is, you've had like pretty big situations throughout your entire career, so definitely something you should be proud of. But how did the opportunity to be on Wild 'N Out happen? Because that's a big opportunity too.
So this it all go back to 04. 05? No, 04. I used to make t-shirts and stuff for Corey Holcomb. 04 when he would come in town and whatnot. I would make his shirts for him because he used to like my honey bun shirts and whatnot. And I would open up for him. And I never charged him either. I would go do the labor, order the shirts and stuff, and mail them to wherever he want me to mail them to. And he just felt bad about it and whatnot. Reason, but I'm paying my dues. He let me ask him. I want to ask him and whatnot. And I'm just I'm a young up and coming comedian. I want to soak up knowledge, and I've been watching him since Def Comedy Jam. Right. So it's nothing for me to do this, and I came from my heart. Anybody, if you watch any of the old interviews, if people talk about me from old days, they'll tell you that I always been a genuine person. Right. But he had asked me one day, he said, man, I want to do something for you, bro. You don't never ask me for shit, blah, 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 and da-da-da-da. It's real. I don't. Right. But he said, I said, well, Corey, if you really want to help me, I want to be on Wild 'N Out. Could you get me an audition? And he was like, all right, this is what you do. Come fly to California, and I introduce you to Nick Cannon and whatnot, and find you somewhere to stay and blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, cool. I think I'm 24 years old at the time or some shit like that. I've been on an airplane before. I've never been to California before. And, I went there, showed up to set and whatnot. And he introduced me to Nick. And I was like, and Lil Jon was there. Lil Jon, right. I know Lil Jon. And I went up to Lil Jon. I said, hey, Lil Jon, yo, he was a guest on Wild 'N Out today. I said, man, tell Nick, put me on Wild 'N Out. And he said, hey, bro, you here. Right. This is it. You here. That's all you gotta do is just be here. And I'm looking at this nigga like,
is that easy?
What you mean I'm here? You on the show. He fucking with you now. Just tell him I'm funny. You see me on stage plenty of time. Just tell him to put me on the fucking show, nigga. Yeah. He said, dog, all you gotta do is just be here. Just keep on coming around. I said, nigga. Okay, cool. Whatever. Corey, so anyway, so tell Nick what's up with this audition shit? Right. He introduces me to Nick, and Nick say, hey, if you can make my audience laugh and shit, I'll put you on the next season of Wild 'N Out. I said, all right, nigga, shit. So I go out there, give me the mic, I tell one or two jokes and shit, blah, 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 blah.
It's done.
Done.
The rest is history.
Rest is fucking history.
That's what's up.
Go to the after party and whatnot. Nick leaves the set. This 2005. Leave the set with about 5 whole Wild 'N Out girls and shit inside a Rolls Royce. I'm inspired. I'm like, damn, I need to blow up so I can leave the set with 5 hoes and whatnot. That's all I wanted to do. Yeah. There's no next season of Wild 'N Out.
In 2005? So
That's
then
right.
when did they recommence?
Remember these years I'm telling you about now. Remember these years I'm telling you about. Fast forward, 2009, I moved to New York. I'm Jack Thriller now.
Got it.
50 Cent, 2010. I'm popping on the net now.
Right.
Fast forward, 2012. All right, Nick Cannon is coming to perform. It's talks of Wildin' Out coming back.
Mm-hmm.
I found out that Wildin' Out is coming back. Nick Cannon is coming to perform at Gotham Comedy Club downtown in New York or some shit like that, at a comedy club and whatnot. And I go to the Gotham Comedy Club and shit, and I go watch the show. I'm sitting right by the stage and everything. My plan is to follow him right off the stage to his dressing room and stalk him. He gets off stage. I'm walking to him. I'm following Nick Cannon off the stage, and a nigga stops me. It's this young comedian that opened up for him, and his name is Chico. He said, "Hey man, I love your interviews. You're really funny." I said, "Hey nigga, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I need to talk to Nick. I'll be right back."
Right.
Yeah. I almost lost him. I only got one eye. Downstairs, following Nick inside his dressing room. This big ass fucking security guard dude / assistant stops me. "Man, where the fuck you going?" I said, "My name is Jack Thriller, and I'm here to interview Nick Cannon." Nick rushes out of his dressing room. He said, "Yo, Jack Thriller, what's going on, man? How you doing?" And I'm thinking to myself, this nigga know who I am?
Of course.
I'm forgetting that I'm popping now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had that opportunity back in 2005.
But he don't remember that.
Oh.
He don't remember that shit at all.
Wow.
Years has passed. There's plenty of niggas come and gone. And then I had a gay ass name.
Right.
So anyway, I pull out my little camera thing. I pull out my camera and we start doing a little interview and shit and blah, blah, blah and whatnot. And first thing I heard Wildin' Out is coming back. He said, "Yep. And you ain't even got an audition.
Wow.
You season."
Full circle. Full circle. Boom. But you see, it was your persistence too.
Yes.
Right?
I made it happen.
I love it.
So I always was really persistent, resilient. And I just made shit happen. And I got so used to doing shit like that rogue that I never did go find a manager and go find an agent.
Right.
And that's things that held me back because I was so used to doing shit by myself.
Yeah. And sometimes that's when it really gets done, is when you do it by yourself.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
When you get to a certain level, you need that shit. And that's what was fucking my shit up.
Right.
And then what ends up happening, you'll have all kind of little seedy ass motherfuckers that don't got no pull and don't really do shit, be saying they can do shit and just be in the way, distracting you and shit and blah, 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 trying to rap hotel and whatnot. And, just in the fucking way. In the fucking way.
So,
and
so have you ever been to Toronto?
I think I did. I did. I came to Toronto once to
it's in
shoot
Canada. Toronto, Canada. Yeah.
I came to Toronto once, just back in matter of fact, around the same year, back in 2012.
So tell us, what are 3 things that you know about Toronto?
It's really a lot of crackheads.
What? Did DMX tell you that?
Huh?
Did DMX tell you that?
It's a lot of people on drugs there. That's one thing I do remember. It's a lot of Lamborghinis and shit like that there. I remember that. It's a beautiful, it's a really clean place too.
And one more thing.
Everybody is Jamaican.
And that's it. So a lot of crackheads, a lot of Lamborghinis, It's clean and everybody's Jamaican.
Yeah, that's
what about some of the biggest artists in the world?
See, I don't know that part. I don't know that part.
Drake, The Weeknd. We got some of the biggest artists in the world coming out of Toronto. And what about the women? If there's somebody who loves women, you should know that the most beautiful women come from Toronto.
A lot of them follow me on Instagram.
Exactly.
You absolutely. I do be blowing them off because they so damn far away. Yeah.
Oh right. My God.
You know what? I'm making it my business. I'm making it my business when shit open back up.
Yes.
Because I'm super single. Super single.
There you go. But I really want to do that comedy show though, because I love comedians. I love watching stand-ups. I love the whole the roasting and the dissing. I love that shit. So yeah, and I would love to. I've been wanting to throw a comedy show here. So just to know that you have that lineup, I think that's something that we definitely need to set up and have you guys come to Toronto. But next, I want to do this thing that we have. It's a little quiz. It's called Pop Culture
Quiz.
It's not really a quiz. It's more of like your preferences, but you have like 0 time to answer. You just got to think real quick and tell me what you prefer. All right? So, Dave Chappelle or Kevin Hart?
Chappelle.
Eddie Murphy or Richard Pryor?
Eddie Murphy.
Chris Rock or Chris Tucker?
Chris Rock.
Martin Lawrence or Will Smith?
Martin Lawrence.
Jay-Z or Kanye?
Jay-Z.
Biggie or Tupac?
Tupac.
Travis Scott or Young Thug?
Nah, one of them.
Lil Baby or Lil Durk?
Lil Durk.
50 Cent or Eminem?
50 Cent.
Drake or Kendrick Lamar?
Kendrick Lamar.
New York or Atlanta?
Both.
Okay. Chicago or Houston?
Houston.
City life or suburban life?
Suburban.
Hennessy or Remy Martin?
Remy Martin.
London or Paris? Good answer.
Both.
Toronto or Montreal?
Toronto.
City Girls or Meg Thee Stallion?
Meg Thee Stallion.
Lil Kim or Foxy Brown?
Lil Kim.
Okay. Would you rather listen to music from the 90s or music from today?
90s.
Same here. In some cases. 90s hip hop or 90s R&B?
R&B.
Get Rich or Die Trying or The Massacre?
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Would you rather vacation in Europe or in the Caribbean?
Caribbean.
Would you rather have an ugly girl who's smart or a sexy one who's dumb as hell? I knew I would stump you on this.
Oh, God. Both.
Both. He said both.
Both.
Okay.
One out.
Would you rather be...
I had a stupid girl over the other day. Oh, my God.
Would you rather be broke with a bunch of hoes or rich with one bitch?
Broke with a bunch of hoes.
He said broke with a bunch of hoes. Oh, my God. And last but not least, would you rather have a rewind button on your life or a pause button?
Both.
Both. Okay. All right. Well, that's
Pop Culture Quiz.
Pop Culture Quiz with Jack Thriller. Those were some interesting answers. Some that I already expected you would say.
Wow.
But yeah, so tell us what's next for you this year. What can we expect into 2021? Other than the show, you did mention the show already with DC Young Fly.
Yeah, man. So going on tour with them, I'm working on an R&B comedy album also. Mm-hmm. I'm hosting a comedy night in Uptown Comedy Club every Wednesday night in Atlanta. A bi-weekly one on Thursday nights at Atlanta Comedy Theater. Let me see what else I got going. Oh, new strain of weed, wax. I'm gonna be on tour with that.
What about that CBD pizza? That's your company, right?
Yeah, I'm an ambassador, brand ambassador for that.
Right.
Pizza Pusher, yeah.
We got to open a franchise here in Toronto. That shit'll go crazy over here.
Man, I'm trying to open up my own. Yeah, that'll be. Man, I'd rather do that with you up there than, you know what I'm saying.
Let's do it. I'm a businesswoman. I get into things that I know would make money. So
yeah, let's figure that out.
Let's talk about that. Yeah, for sure. Because I've been seeing a lot of that pizza and it looks delicious. And does it actually get you high?
What? Yes.
Gets you high as hell?
100%.
Yeah.
You see, listen, I deliver pizza to the man's house.
Tell everybody what it's called. The pizza company.
It's called Stone Pizza.
Stone Pizza. And so it's only in New York right now, right?
Only in New York. Yep.
Yeah, we need that spread out because CBD, it's legal here. Marijuana is legal.
Man, bring me out there, man. Let's do a pizza up there, man. What's up?
Exactly. Listen, when things open up, there's so many opportunities that we could get popping.
Let's
for sure. So that comedy tour with DC Young Fly, that's going to be national, like just within the States.
No, this is national and international. This is big, yeah.
Okay, huge. We need to get a Toronto date there too, then.
Okay.
And
cool,
with that happening, like we'll talk about it, but even like the after parties and all that stuff, I could line all that up. So we got to get all that set up. Hopefully things open up as we want to, but I'm sure in the summer things are going to be opened up, and then who knows what's going to happen when the weather starts getting cold again. But we'll see. Because I literally when I was planning this interview, I was talking about the fact that an ideal comedy tour would be with you, Lil Duval, and somebody big. And the fact that was actually happening already just before the pandemic is crazy. So I need to see that tour as soon as that starts up again, too. What was that tour called?
It was the Lit as Fuck Tour.
Lit as Fuck Tour. Okay. So make sure you guys look out for that, the Lit as Fuck Tour. And that is with you, Lil Duval, among a lot of different openers, and Martin Lawrence is the headliner.
No, he's the host of the tour.
Oh, he's a host.
And he switches us out throughout different cities.
Oh, that's amazing. That's going to be real funny. So yeah, I definitely want first dibs on booking y'all when that shit happens again.
ICM.
Who? It goes through ICM.
They booked that tour through ICM. It's some big shit.
Okay, so then maybe we'll do like the after parties and stuff, because I know, that is definitely big. But I'm sure you're gonna have a Toronto date then. You have to. It should be one of the major cities.
I don't see why not.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely gonna be looking out for that. Thank you for taking the time to delve into your comedic journey with us here on Box Power Sound. This is our first time having a comedian on the show. So, yeah, and I'm all about it. I feel like I'm a comedian at heart. No, Kevin. I definitely have my jokes in my back pocket here and there. So I'd love to have comedians featured, and I want to continue to have more comedians. Maybe we could get Lil Duval on the show at some point, have you and him on there, and, just crack some more jokes.
I can't make him come on.
I know.
He got his own.
Exactly. But that would be cool. So you have a comedy show later today?
Yeah. I'm doing this little about tonight. Oh, shit. Hold on a second.
Oh.
Am I trying to call?
It just cut out on your screen.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's okay.
The Hayden. Yeah, that was one of the comedians that's on the show tonight.
Who is it?
His name is Dino. He's
okay.
on tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
On this underground spot. Yeah, want to go pick up a little money real quick.
Exactly. Well, I appreciate that you continue to hustle despite anything that's happened, and I think that's very inspiring. And a lot of our guests on the show are very inspiring. There's always this background story that can help inspire the listeners and motivate people, and know that, no matter how, whatever life hands you, there's always another door that opens, and that I can relate. A lot of people that I fuck with can relate. So I appreciate your story. I appreciate your time and joining us here on Box Power Sound. Let everybody know where they can find you on social media.
At Jack Thriller, and also jackthriller.com, relaunching of the website next month.
Next month, okay.
March. Also, my Facebook page, Young Jack Thriller. Follow me on Twitter, Young Jack Thriller, and at Jack Thriller on Instagram. Thank you so much for having me. I really had a really good time. Thank you for even reaching out to me, put me on your show. You're a really wonderful person, and I look forward to building with you.
Thank you, Jack. I appreciate it. Keep making them laugh.
Thank you, ma'am. I sure will.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Be blessed.
Bye.